that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. To win. That's how I be happening. This for all my not a band. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartments. Stay shiny. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like
streets, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random. These sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landed. In the dirty apartment, stay shining. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
We need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana trying to do.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see Spencer Rattler. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Saints and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at the Saints defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Open man, here is Benson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right? He got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
In motion, the tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The Saints are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air is Rattler.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Marion. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
When you look at the Saints defense,
they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting forced.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
You've got plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A beautiful fake. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break it.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Rattler. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Marion. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Fighting through at the 25 and able to get this out to the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
They'll go again with Benson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Rattler.
Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Murray now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
But injury stoppage here and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Olave holds it in.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rattler working out of the gun.
And he'll find Moreau here. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
and there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the gun, here's Rattler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, Rattler. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Rattler. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Haywood, that's complete to Michael Wilson. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Haywood. He finds his man. Complete. It's Benson. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
2nd and 3. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So here are the Saints to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down and 3. Another run here with Benson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Operating from the gun, Haywood.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Haywood. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And all the way to the opposite 48.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Marion, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And they'll run again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And the point after, goodbye groupie.
And it is 28-0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And
No run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Short one here, caught by McBride. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Looking to throw. Haywood. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Haywood. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Marion, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it. When he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Marion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
To the air is Rattler.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes this 35-0 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Haywood throwing quickly to Wilson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Yeah.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They'll run on first down. Marion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
The point after, good by Groupie. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing to start the drive. Haywood. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to him. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Haywood. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for New Orleans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.